I don't know. My son's here watching. Hold on.
Yeah, buddy. Welcome back, everyone, to the second edition of Unapologetic Sports here on the Sports Sideline Junkies Network. It's your man, Lee Ice. And I got my brother from a different mother, the fly guy, Flying Brian. What's up, man?
What's up, Lee Ice?
Hey, man. Loving life, man. Episode number 2.
Yes, sir. I am straight out of the hospital from surgery. Got home a couple hours ago. Ready, told the doctors I had to be home by 6:30 so I could do the show, and here we are. A lot of stuff to talk about. Not so good on the Bills end, but still a lot of things going on in the NFL. A lot of things to cover.
Hey, y'all heard my man. He's fresh out the hospital. That's what we do here, man. We bring it. Can't nothing hold us back. Hey, Brian, let's thank everybody for tuning into our debut show of last week. It went well. We want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank everybody for tuning in this week. Episode number 2, Unapologetic Sports.
Yep, love
Thank
the
y'all.
interaction. Keep the comments coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you know how we get things started. What you gonna do? What you got?
A faded Bills cup every time.
Bring it in, buddy. Bring it in. All right, y'all. Time to go. We just gonna get right into it. The recap of the NFL. Monday night. No, my bad. Sunday night. Cowboys upset the Eagles. Eagles was up 21-0 and blew it. Brian, help me out. What happened, man?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what. So you give more credit to the Cowboys for a comeback, or more on Philly for another weird second half or weird collapse?
I'm putting this on Philly, man. You're up 21-0. AJ Brown had it going. I mean, I don't know why they just didn't keep feeding that man the ball. You could see Dallas' confidence building as soon as they scored that first touchdown. So,
not only that though, when you're up 21-0, I know it's second quarter, but when you're up 21-0, that's why you have a guy like Barkley.
Yeah, but
he had less than 30 yards.
Yeah, but he coughed it up in crunch
later
time.
on, yeah.
He coughed it up in crunch time. I don't know, man. It's something about Philly. It's something about their coach. It's always something about their fans that just irritate me, man. And of all the teams, they let the damn Cowboys come back. And now we got to suffer for a whole week. Well, until Thursday. Thank God they playing Thursday. Yeah. Only 4 days. We got to suffer and hear all this. The Cowboys are back and Dak Prescott. I criticize him when he do bad. I take my hat off. Had a good game, Dak. But for real, all you Cowboy fans out there, y'all always bragging about, Dak's record against the NFC East and this and that. So for real, what was different about this win? It was an NFC East win. That's what Dak does, right?
Yeah, I mean they got a huge game coming up in 2 days. So for both teams, we'll cover that a little later. But it's a big win, 2 big wins in a row. I will talk about the Cowboys a little later in another segment. So I won't do it all now, just to get you a little more irritated. But yeah, I mean they came back and they beat the defending champions.
Should Philly be worried about anything?
I mean, I think they should always be worried every time they have something like this because it always goes beyond the game. AJ Brown, even when he has 6 catches, has something to say. Right. He called out Barkley last week, and Barkley had a bad game.
And then Barkley fumbles. Yeah,
they have so much turmoil, even when they're the champions and they're winning. It's very straight. Like Buffalo's struggling right now, and there's a lot of questions, but I don't hear any noise about them in the locker room. They're all very united. So like it's with every time for Philly does it, it seems like it's always the end of the world.
Yeah, it's like, what was it? Last year they talking about firing Sirianni, then they go on a roll and make it to the Super Bowl, win it. Even when they was 4-0 earlier this year, it was still a lot of noise coming out there. They not playing right, and then they lose. Did they lose 2 in a row? Then they
Philly,
bounce back. It's like them fans and
it's every
that
other.
city, they just never happy, man. I think they only happy if they're complaining.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Dallas fan, I guess you have hope. But like you said, I saw the his numbers against the division. Yeah, I mean he does dominate the division. Dak does, but doesn't translate to anything, which is weird.
That's what I keep telling Cowboy fans out there. Jarrell, yes, he dominates the division, but like the fly guy just said, it doesn't translate to anything, man. But hey, I give y'all credit. I give Cowboys credit. Y'all did your damn thing. Y'all was down 21-0. Y'all came back and stuck it to Philly. So congratulations. The Rams destroyed the Buccaneers. This was supposed to have been a big game. It was what, 21-0, 28-7 at half?
Yeah,
It was over.
There was 31-7. I mean, it went up once. It was 31-7 early, like in mid third quarter, I think, and then they didn't need to put any more on. And Baker threw his arm out on a Hail Mary or whatever the hell happened.
I think he got hit on a run. I don't know.
But he had the injury, or he collapsed after the Hail Mary and going into halftime.
Yeah, but it was over by then. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nobody say, "Oh, Baker got hurt." Yeah, well,
No,
it was 21-0, 28-7, 31-7.
Yeah, the Rams look like
never had a chance.
The Rams look like they're the team right now. They
look
pretty complete. Stafford's playing unworldly.
Got them going to the bowl, man. That Matthew Stafford might be this year's MVP.
Right now, I don't think it's even close. I know Drake May is like the one second in betting, and his numbers are really good. But if you got 30 touchdowns, 2 picks, 11 games in the season, unless he has a fall, and the betting odds completely change after this week too. They went from being very close to Stafford being like 4-5 to 1 over May. So, and then anybody else is not even close.
Yeah, Bucks. I mean, they are really falling. That's 3 in a row to 3 legitimate teams. To me, that doesn't make them a legitimate team. So,
yeah, I mean, you got to win at least 1 or 2 of those.
Yeah, you got to win at least one of those, man. All you Buck fans out there, y'all some pretenders, man.
They'll probably win the division, but it'll be one of those things where
they're not going to win the division, man. Carolina's going to win that division, unless
they didn't look good yesterday.
And I can't believe I'm saying this because people who know me know I go hard or used to go hard on Kirk Cousins. Unless Atlanta makes a run, Atlanta's better with Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry. I mean, they are. I'm not the biggest Kirk Cousins fan. People who know me know that, but they are better with him. They are. I mean, I know they beat the Saints, but the offense to me just looks more fluid.
I mean, we'll see. None of them are that good, so they probably won't win a playoff game.
Yeah, that's a terrible division because then the Saints, I'm loving it because I can't stand Kellen Moore. I think he was the most overrated offensive coordinator ever. I've never seen a damn offensive coordinator get so much damn camera time in my life, especially when he was with Dallas. So, well, let's talk about Mr. Deion Sanders. Son Shador had his first start. What do you think? Came out with a victory. He did enough to get the victory.
Yeah, the numbers on paper, anyone else, it would, it's 11 for 20, 209 yards, touchdown and a pick. Although he got the big reception taken away from the guy fumbled like a moron. So, but still, 87 passer rating. But he set history. first quarterback to or first rookie quarterback to start a game for the Browns and win since what, mid-90s, and definitely since they've come back. So
they said 1995, so
yeah,
exactly like 30 years. I don't shoot. 95. They were still the Browns. When did
yeah,
they
they
leave?
left a little bit out of Dev. Well, the Ravens came in at 96, so it would have been the next year.
Damn, who was that? Because they had Bernie.
And that
And
might have been just a guy off the bench that was a rookie. And just
yeah, Bickerstaff bench Bernie. I'm trying to think who it was. Because they I don't know. But I know Bernie was there. Not Bickerstaff. I said Bickerstaff. Belichick. Bill Belichick benched Bernie when he got there. So I'm trying to think who he had a rookie quarterback that started. I don't know. But with Shador, I don't think, I think you throw his stats and everything like that out the window. I think he's just going to be one of those quarterbacks that just brings energy to the whole team, to the fans, because you saw the sidelines. I mean, Myles Garrett, look at the game he had. If you saw
yeah,
his reactions on the sidelines when Shador completed that, that when he rolled out and threw that bomb, I mean, I just think he has his whole team just excited. I just think he brings a different type of energy. And I think the fans and his teammates will just feed off of that. So I'm not saying just throw all his stats out the window, but I think the energy level when he's in the game is just different.
all right. You see that name, Leroy? I have no idea who that is. Eric Zier from Georgia apparently was the last rookie to start for the Browns and win.
Leave it to the human Google himself, the Midnight Rider, BC. We can always count on you, brother. The human, and they wonder why I call him the human Google.
You could have said that name, and I just would have said, okay. I've
I
never heard that name in my
I
life.
thought it was a wrestler or something. Shit, who knows? But do they play at home their next game?
I'd have to look. I don't really do a whole lot of Browns research. They don't usually have games
Hey,
that matter. So.
let the human Google find out. I'm sure he hit his back. But I can't wait to watch his first home game, and that energy in that stadium is going to be off the chain.
Yeah, I mean,
Insane.
obviously he's showing promise. He already technically done something that Gabriel hadn't done. So, and they've already announced he's going to start again. But do we believe the Browns are going to be patient with him? They weren't patient for Baker. Baker won in a playoff game. He got to the divisional round, and they let him go with the because they didn't want to pay him.
Well, I don't think they're going to have that issue with Shador yet.
Well, no, obviously not now. But like, even if how much pay are they going to if he's bad? Say he's bad next week and they lose, they're going to bench him already. I mean,
I like Kevin Stefanski, except for this. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he has something against Shador, but it's like, you notice they took him out at the when they got to the goal line. And they scored both times, but why are you taking the quarterback out, bro?
yeah, real quick. I'm not a conspiracy guy, and I'm not a rigged football guy, but they didn't kick a field goal at the end of that game when they were like at the 25, 30-yard line. They punted it, and everybody says that the over/under was enough.
Oh,
And if they would have kicked a field goal, it would have been over. So every time you see somebody say, "Oh, look, this is rigged," you can. No, it's not. But I don't know what the answer is to that. Why did it not kick a field goal?
trust me, I'm
They
real.
want to run up the score. It was only 24-10 or whatever it was. It wasn't like
A couple of my parlays makes me wonder too. If the way
I
I'll
mean,
be
with
looking
that
at the damn
specific
thing.
one, I don't know how to answer that. Somebody was talking about the fumble earlier in the game that we talked about, which Cleveland, and like, oh, it's rigged. How did he fumble that bad? Guys make stupid plays like that all the time. I don't think that's rigged for Vegas, but the field goal thing is a little fish. It's a little weird because I don't know how to explain it. It's not just run up the score. It's not like you said. The only thing you could think of is because of parlays or over under. So it's a little weird.
Yeah, it's weird. But the Panthers played the 49ers Monday night. I just want to say they showed up. Okay.
Well,
I'm proud.
the defense
I
did.
would be, if I'm a Panther fan, Carolina Panther fan, I'll be proud. They showed up. They didn't embarrass themselves. They picked off the quarterback, what, 3 times in the first half?
Yeah, 3 times, but they got no
I know
points.
they lost, but they showed up because I was worried that they was gonna get blown out. And also the Colts. Yes, they lost to Kansas City, and we said we both agreed Kansas City was gonna find a way to win that game. But the Colts showed up. They didn't embarrass themselves. They showed up. So, they had a lead, but nobody surprised. Pat Mahomes walked them down, got the win. So I'm gonna give a shout out to the Panthers and the Colts because a lot of people was like, are they for real? Yeah, they for real. Both teams are for real.
If you're a Colts fan, though, you got to be disappointed. You're up 20-9, fourth quarter. I know it's Mahomes, I know it's the Chiefs, but they hadn't looked like that for a long time. So
Right.
you got to feel like, you got to be disappointed. And everybody on the outside that aren't Colts fans are going to say, see, they're not really for real. But we'll see when we get there. And the Panthers played hard on defense. I watched the whole game playing in hospital beds. I was forced to watch a Panthers game all the way through. I don't think I've ever done that before, except for the Super Bowl. But Bryce Young, I mean, he threw the pick in the end zone after they got the interception. He threw one great pass. That was that touchdown. That was beautiful. But they had so many opportunities there, and they just let him go. I think the Panthers are good, but I don't. Is he going to get any better? I mean, we're in the third year, right?
Yeah, I mean he's improving. I mean he was some trash his first year.
Right, he was trash. Now he's not.
He's improving. He's improving. He's better than somebody that I'm going to name later on. I'll tell you that. But speaking of the Chiefs, man, that brings us to our next segment that you came up with. I love it. Holding on. Which team?
It's
Fly
not just
guy.
to get
Which teams are holding on to their season?
It's not just to get my team in it because this is a bad segment to have it in, but this is not just for the season. This is holding on to the AFC. Everybody going into this year, I'm assuming most people thought the 3 teams in the AFC were the Bills, the Ravens, and the Chiefs. And as we stand right now, the Chiefs are the 10th seed, the Bills are the 7th seed, and the Ravens are leading the division, but they're 6-5. So, yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about how we feel going into the playoffs soon about the 3 teams that have, let's see, the Bills were the championship game last year, Bills, Chiefs, Ravens were the championship game, Bills, Chiefs were the championship game 4 years ago, and the Bengals were kind of in that mix, but since Burrow can't stay healthy, they've been kind of out of it. So it's been pretty much these 3 teams for the last couple of years going back and forth, or these 2 teams with the Chiefs, I guess you would say. So are we entering a whole new thing this year for the playoffs, or are these 3 teams going to make it and beat all the division leaders because they're all not what everybody thinks they are yet? So it's exciting, and I'm curious about it. But they all look like they have major flaws. They're all struggling. But the teams that like the Broncos, most people aren't sold on their offense and Bo Nix. The Patriots, everybody says they're beating no one except for their win over the Bills at home. And in the Colts, people aren't sold on Daniel Jones, and the Chiefs loss just didn't help. And then with the other wild card teams, with the Jaguars and the Chargers, Herbert has never done anything in the playoffs. He's at 2 games, been awful. And Trevor Lawrence, I don't think he can be trusted either. So to me, it's a lot of mystery in the AFC playoffs where we're both pretty confident the NFC it'll probably be the Rams and the Eagles most likely. But so what do you think about the three big AFC teams and where they're at right now?
I mean, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm still riding with the Chiefs. I mean,
A lot of people feel that way.
Until you put that stake in their heart and drive it in, I mean, as long as if they get in the playoffs, I'm picking the Chiefs, man. I'm picking Pat Mahomes. I thought this would be your team's year, but
Yeah,
your
the
boy's
Texans
throwing too many
give us a run.
He's throwing too many dumbass interceptions now, man. He's looking like, I'm not saying he's reverting back to first year Josh, but some of the interceptions are looking crazy. You should know because I mean you
Yeah.
watch firsthand. So
Yeah, it's not great, but I mean, I just feel like, and not that they're the Chiefs, but I just feel like at any moment, because they've been in this position before, people forget. And they forget because the division has always been out of hand, except for 1 year with Miami's, because the Patriots and Jets have been so bad the last few years that the Bills have usually had division locked up early. But it wasn't 2 years ago. They were 7-6 with Miami with a 3-game lead. And Buffalo won the division. Now, I'm not saying they're going to catch the Patriots. I don't think they will because the Patriots' schedule is still pretty easy. And Buffalo's loss to the Texans kind of messed that up. The Patriots have the Bills and the Ravens coming up, which I think will be a good test to see where the Patriots really stand. I don't think they'll sweep the Bills. And obviously, the Ravens kind of need to win out, especially the 2 games over the Steelers. So that'll be good. But I feel like the Bills can, or the offense can flip a switch at any moment. Maybe they won't this year, but they've done it before. So
so the segment is called Holding On. So do you think the Patriots will hold on, win the division? Do you think the Broncos will hold on and win the division? Do you think the Colts are going to hold on and win the division?
I think
The Steelers have already
they lost.
effed up
Yeah,
and let the Ravens come back. So,
but the Steelers and the Ravens play twice, so that'll be kind of where that stands. I do think the Broncos, and I do think the Patriots will win the division. I don't think they'll be, especially for the Patriots. I just don't see on the schedule unless they have a crazy loss to the Jets or something. I think they could definitely lose to the Bills and the Ravens, but it still puts them ahead of Buffalo. The Broncos, I think their schedule's kind of similar too, and with the Chiefs already losing to the Broncos, I think that messes them up. But I wouldn't be even say the Steelers win the division, and it's Ravens, Bills, Chiefs as the 3 wild cards. You think those 3 teams can't win their wild card games on the road? I do. I think
yeah.
I think it'd be very cool and it'd be awesome. Or we're
I mean,
actually watching a changing of the
they
guard.
got the three best quarterbacks will be the wild card.
Well, that's the
So
thing too. All these quarterbacks, Bo Nix played last year, got destroyed by Buffalo. Daniel Jones has been in 1 playoff game as a Giant. It didn't go very well. Drake May has not been in the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers have obviously, but he's a little past his prime.
a little past it.
Yeah.
Although I did pick the Steelers to win the division. I mean, they holding on. They might not even make the playoffs now. But you know what? When you say you had mentioned earlier, things seem kind of funny. When the Ravens were 1-5, they were still picked to win the division.
And here we are 5 games
And here we
later,
are. I mean,
and the
what
Chiefs are
1-5 team would still be picked to win the damn division?
well, the Chiefs are the favorite to win the Super Bowl in the AFC betting odds, and they're the 10th seed. And
You know
Buffalo
what
is
I
still ahead of the
mean?
Patriots. Buffalo's
When
still
you,
ahead of the Patriots in the betting to win the Super Bowl. So I mean, Vegas isn't sold. Vegas thinks these teams are hanging on. They're not sold on any of the new teams yet. Vegas isn't, and we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of excited about it. It could be quite different, or it could be the changing of the guard, and we'll see. But it's not like the Ravens and the Bills and the Chiefs can't make a few adjustments in the offseason. Like you said, they have the quarterbacks. So it can obviously, when I see all this talk about them, and you see it on all the sports shows, Buffalo Super Bowl window is closed. I don't agree with that. I mean, they haven't got to one yet, so that's weird to say that. But they have the quarterback. They don't have to worry about that. The Chiefs have the quarterback. The Ravens have the quarterback. If you can make a few adjustments, maybe Drake May is this top guy and he's the next guy, and maybe it's too late by then. But I'm not there yet. So plus we just signed Brandon Cooks. If this was 10 years ago, we'd be good to go.
I asked you this last week. Is what's going on with my man Keon Coleman, man? Is he going to come back?
Yeah,
Is he going to play for your team again?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I don't think they've had any updates on him, guys, because they'll practice tomorrow. They've kind of been off and healing and all that. So I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard he's done anything wrong yet. So, but the Brandon Cook signing I just read, he was signed to the active roster, not the practice squad. So that's not a good sign for Coleman because I don't think Palmer and Moore and maybe Curtis Samuel, but none of those guys are really injured. and Dalton Kincaid's a tight end. So if he signed to the active roster, that's not a good sign for Coleman.
Man, second year, he's already up out of there. That's crazy.
And the problem is if they say they sit him for the rest of the year, they won't be able to trade him. How are they going? Nobody's going to give them anything because they know they're going to cut him. But if you pretend and play him, and you might get something for him, but it's just a complete loss.
Another receiver out there that's acting funny, Brandon Ayuk. What's the deal with him?
Yes. I mean, these guys, man, they just and Brown. Brown too. Brown
he wants to wear this right here.
Does he want to come with the?
He wants to come here. Come on, B. Come on, Brandy. Come play with your buddy.
I know a lot of Bills.
We need a receiver.
I know a lot of Bills fans think they're going to make a huge play for AJ Brown in the offseason. I don't know if that's. I mean, they were going to do it this year, but Philly wasn't willing to do it. But if it keeps going the way it's going, maybe they will. I don't know if that's a good idea.
What, trade for him?
Well, I mean, obviously he's fantastic, clearly. But if he's still mouthing off a little bit after six receptions, 100 and some yards and a touchdown, we clearly can't make that guy happy. So I don't know. Clearly he'll be the main focus in Buffalo. He'll be the number one receiver. But I don't know. And they got rid of. I mean, they let Stephon Diggs go because he was having issues.
Mm-hmm. Oh man! Before I forget, we gotta give an extra shout out, special shout out to the GOAT. Happy birthday to the one and only Joe Jackson Gibbs, born today, 1940, the greatest NFL coach ever. Happy birthday, Coach Gibbs.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Oh, there we go. Happy birthday. There we go.
Coach Gibbs, the greatest coach ever. I'm gonna continue to say it. I'm gonna always say it. The man made the playoffs with every quarterback he had. Let me say this again. He made the playoffs with every quarterback he had. He won 3 Super Bowls with quarterbacks who will only get into the Hall of Fame if they buy a ticket, okay?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Three separate quarterbacks, 3 Super Bowls, and none of them are in the Hall of Fame. I mean, Theismann was really good. He won an MVP. I know he had the injury, but he probably wasn't going to be a Hall of Famer even without the injury. But nope. Yeah, I mean, but Mark
he won Super Bowls. I know Doug Williams is beloved by so many, but if you look at Doug's stats, they are horrible. He won a Super Bowl with Doug Williams. He won a Super Bowl with Mark Rippon. Yeah, and he almost got there with Jay Schrader. Come on, man. This guy is the greatest coach ever.
I do think that the 3, and not only that, is the 3 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks has never been done. I do think that holds a lot of water and a lot of weight. And he doesn't get, I mean, obviously everybody just goes right to Belichick. And now Reed gets talked, and you got your Bill Walshes and stuff. But he doesn't usually get in the conversation, where I think just that alone, the 3 quarterback, 3 Super Bowl thing, should put him in at least in the conversation.
There's only one other coach that won Super Bowls. I mean, with multiple quarterbacks, and that's Hall of Fame coach. That's Bill Parcells. The Belichicks, the Knowles.
What perfect timing on that comment. Bias is bliss. Bill Parcells is better than Joe Gibbs. Okay. You can rant. We got a little time. You can rant on that a little bit if you want.
Now, did Joe Gibbs and Parcells go at it? Did Bill Parcells have Joe Gibbs' number at one time? Yeah, but during Parcells' era, Joe Gibbs won 3 Super Bowls. Okay. And Parcells only won 2. Okay. Gibbs got the 4. Parcells got the 2 with the Giants and 1 with the Patriots, but he lost. But I throw Parcells in there too. And when I say Bill Belichick is not even in my top 5 in coaching, people look at me like I'm crazy. And I don't know why Check his record without Tom Brady. That tells you all you need to know right there. Look what he's doing in North Carolina. That's
Again,
an embarrassment, man.
I do think there's more to that too. Like that just gets glossed over. And again, I'm not saying he's not the best. It's hard to argue with 6 Super Bowls, or if you talk to certain fans, he's got 8 because he was a defensive coordinator in New York. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, there. I mean, he has. It's just him and Brady.
Just him and Brady.
And
And
Brady
Brady got
won
one
without him.
But check Bill Belichick's record without Tom Brady.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's very ugly. People forget about the Belichick in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't say, well, it's the Browns. Well, if he's the greatest coach ever, then there you go. But
all right, Fly Guy.
Thanks for watching, Joe.
It's time for a segment that got a lot of great reviews last week. Flying Brian's, flying high. What you got for us this week?
All right, so no particular order. We got a little bit of everything today. Last week we did quarterbacks. Today we're just going to be a little bit all over the place. But I'll start it off just for you. The Cowboys. Cowboys flying high. Who did they play?
I give them their props. Who
they play? The Eagles? What's their moniker? Fly, Eagles, fly. Well, they didn't. But this week on this show, the Cowboys are flying high. Might not be in 2 days, but that's a whole nother story. There's no way not to put. I got this team and the guy, Rams and Matt Stafford. Nobody's really flying much higher than them right now. They look like the best team in football. He looks like the best player in football. He's got the stats to back it up. Unless he has a collapse, I think he's pretty much locked in for MVP. And the team should win the division. The Seahawks are hanging around, but they beat the Seahawks soundly. So yes, the Rams are clearly for real, I think, and should go a long way. I'm going to put, we've talked about this guy a little bit before, but I think, they're winning the division and he's supposed to be a genius. Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson's flying pretty high right now. Now, whether he's got the chemistry with Caleb or whatever people think, I don't know. But whatever they're doing is working. It may not sustain. They may not win the division. They may not even make the playoffs.
Right
now,
I give him credit. I mean, I dogged him before the season. He's making me look like an idiot right now. So
I think the Eagles are 9-2 or 9-3. Oh, no, they're 8-3. The Bears are 8-3, and the Rams are 9-2. So the Bears are right there as far as the record goes. So we'll see. I know they beat a lot of people. I know the wins are kind of whatever, but he's got something going there clearly. I don't really want to do this, but fair, professional. Mike Vrabel. They're the first team to get double-digit wins. They were 4-13 last year. We'll see how it all goes and how it all lasts. But as of right now, he's flying high clearly, and they have the best record in the league right now. I don't think they're the best team. I don't even think they'll make the championship game, but we'll find out, and hopefully I'm right. And then it's funny. I actually changed it in the middle of the show because you brought up a name that I forgot and shouldn't. It's on the same team. I was going to put Sanders on here, Shador, for what he did, but Myles Garrett is about to break the record, and Strahan has already talked about it. I mean, it's pretty much, unless something he gets hurt or something, but I mean, I saw a stat that this guy was the second place in sacks is 13, and Myles Garrett's had like 13 sacks in like 5 games
in the last 5 games. That's crazy.
So yeah, I mean, he's
as far as defense. The most amazing thing about that is he's getting these sacks when his teams is losing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not like the other team is trying to come from behind. This team is losing. He's getting these damn sacks. So
yeah, I mean,
that man's the best defensive player in the game. So
yeah, he won't get the MVP obviously, and I'm not saying he should, but he's clearly going to get Defensive Player of the Year. And on a team that might unfortunately waste his talent, he's head and shoulders above everyone over there. So he's got to get some credit. So he's flying high, but the Browns not so much.
I don't know. Shador might have him flying high the rest of the year. Bro.
I think the fans might be flying a little high right now, but
Oh, they on the whole, they up here. You know,
But they
they up
still
here.
don't know.
All right. So we've been flying high. Now it's time. Going to Lee Ice's deep freezer. Brian, he gave you the high. I'm gonna give you the low now. Deep freeze time. I'm gonna start off with some teams. First team, easy choice. The Eagles. 21-0, and you blow it to the Dallas Cowboys. You ruin it for every NFL fan except Cowboy fans. We gotta listen to their ass brag and Eagles. You're in the deep freezer this week. Second team, Josh, nephew Josh, you're gonna like this one. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh boy. Oh, they was flying high 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks later, 3 consecutive losses against 3 legitimate teams. Put your ass in the freezer, Bucks.
And
You're in
Baker's
the
hurt.
freezer, man. I don't even know if you're gonna get out. Is what's his name? Is Faker Mayfield? Is he gonna be out for a while?
I think he's got a boo boo, so we'll see.
Maybe he's faking it. Nah. The other team, Minnesota Vikings, man. You had a quarterback. You had a damn good quarterback that went 14-3 last year,
14-3.
and you sent them packing. And now, I mean, Minnesota, you're in the deep freezer. You know why? Because of this other person I'm putting in the deep freezer. J.J. McCarthy. Lord have mercy. Oh, I've never been so wrong on a quarterback in my life. I thought he was going to be good.
Oh, you were high on him.
This man has played 6 games. He has 929 yards passing, 6 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and here's the kicker: passing rating of 57.9.
That's bad, right?
That's not a completion percentage.
That would be
That's
bad if that was
not
a
a
completion percentage.
completion. That's a goddamn passing rating, bro. What the hell? It don't get no. What was my man in I knew I was gonna forget his name. The Raiders quarterback they drafted.
Oh, Jamarcus Russell. Jamarcus Russell.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't think you can get no worse than Jamarcus Russell. He's giving him his run. 929, 6 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 57.9 passing rating, and just 6 games. But the quarterback he let go, he's thrown for 2785, 19 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and 11 games, not 6. And McCarthy has a 57.9. Guess what Sam Darnold's passing rating is? 106.2. That sounds like a radio station.
That's better than Josh's.
That sounds like a radio. Is it?
I think it's not much better, but it's slightly better, I think.
106.2. Sounds like a radio station, but that's my man's passing rate. Yeah. So the Vikings and your quarterback, both of y'all go way deep in the freezer. And the last person I'm going to put is a college coach. Okay?
This is
someone we all know in the area. We've been dealing with this guy now, 5, 6 years? Mike Locksley. Bruh, to quote my brother, the Midnight Rider, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? 37-48 is your record, but here it is right here. 17-47 in the Big Ten. What, Midnight Rider said, what are we doing here? Why is this guy still the damn coach? What are we holding? What are we waiting for? I'm tired of them starting off against Southeast Tennessee State University. You know, the first 2 games, they win one, go 2-0. And then the Big Ten hit, and then they get slaughtered. Okay? They were 4-0 this year, Brian. What's their record now?
It's like 4-7, isn't it?
Yeah, they haven't won since. 17-47 in the Big Ten. Why? I mean, what do I keep saying it? Midnight Rider, help me out. What are we doing here? Why?
I'm not a huge college guy, but the rules are for just to get to a bowl game, you got to win 5 or 6 games. I think
You got
something
to be
like that.
bold. 6 games, bowled out. Didn't
Right.
do it
So
last year. Not gonna do it this year.
my son's girlfriend is in the band for the Terrapins, and she was very excited that they were probably going to go to a bowl game because they're 4-0, and yeah, they're not. So because the band travels with them.
Really, man, I mean, why is he still the coach? I mean, really, what is he? Can somebody out there explain to me what is he doing to make you say, okay, the Maryland Terps football team are on the? I mean, they making progression. I don't see it, man. I mean, every year it's the same thing. You start off 1-0, 2-0, you beat some sorry ass universities, and then boom, the wheels fall. There you go. It's 8 years of loss. Yeah.
That's a long time.
But I brought this up to somebody, and they said, well, he's 3-0 in bowl games.
Yeah, but what bowls are they though?
One of them, I think, was the Pinstripe Bowl, and one of them was like the Mayonnaise Bowl or some shit. I don't know, man.
The Odor Eaters Bowl, is that what we're talking about?
The what?
The Odor Eaters Bowl or something? Like, what are we talking
Probably, man. They can't even make the damn toilet bowl right now. So, Mike Losky, you are in my deep freezer. And as far as I'm concerned, bro, it's time for you to get the hell out of College Park so I can go back to rooting for my Maryland Terps. I will say this, I do like that you wearing the old uniforms from the 80s, the Boomer Esiason uniforms. I like that. Instead of wearing a different damn uniform every week, oh, that shit gets on my nerves. How you gonna have more uniforms than wins? It don't equate. It doesn't equate, man.
All right,
that's my deep freezers, man. Those are people in Lee Ice deep freezers, and they definitely belong.
Yeah, and some of them might not get out. So
yeah, JJ McCarthy, he's horrible.
Real quick before we get to the picks and wrap it up, don't want to let this go. It's funny, a Browns fan, we're like, oh yeah, we beat the Raiders. That's hilarious. That's how bad the Raiders are. Browns fans are just dismissing them as nothing. But Browns beat the Raiders, which isn't hard, but I'm sure enjoying it. So yeah, but hey, a win is a win, and was a rookie quarterback in the start. Doesn't matter who it was.
Because if he would have lost, they would have been like, oh, Shador this, Shador that.
He couldn't beat the Raiders. Yeah, good for him. All right, man. So let's a lot of football coming up in the next couple of days. We got some big games on Thursday. Actually, really good games on paper for Thanksgiving, which is great because the Cowboys are relevant and the Lions are good, so that's always good. And then we got a big game on Friday, a couple decent games on Sunday. But so let's get to the picks of the week.
Okay.
All right, I'll start it off.
All right.
Let's go to Lions Packers. Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving Day. I mean.
Yeah. It's the first game, right? Yeah, 1 o'clock. So
first game, yeah, 12 o'clock, 12:30, I think.
12:30. So right as you're about to get into that turkey, get a game that's got a lot on the line.
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot on the line, man. Will Jordan Love show? Which Jordan Love is going to show up?
Yeah, my prediction is that he's not. So,
which Jordan Love is going to show up? The Lions are kind of on a roll. They got my man calling the plays now. I still think it's going to be a tough game, a close game. I'm going to say Lions win with a field goal. I'm going to say 31-28. It's going to be a tough game. 31-28. I got the Lions winning at home.
All right. I got a little lower than that. Lions at home, that this kind of a must win for both teams. But like you said, Jordan Love's been so hot and cold, and I think this is going to be a cold one. So I got the Lions 27-20. I don't think it's high scoring as you got it, but I think the Lions win, convincingly, even though the score will only be 7.
And Gibbs gets the turkey leg. Gibbs gets the turkey leg. The second game the days Chiefs go to Dallas. Of course, Dallas is riding high. Cowboy fans are pumped up.
Special Black Friday game.
I heard something today. This might be the most watched regular season game ever.
I think the Bills and the Chiefs have that record, so we'll see. But
I'm going with the most desperate team again, the Chiefs. I'm going with the better quarterback. I'm going with the better coach. I'm going with the experience. The Chiefs again will find a way. I think the Chiefs defense will give Dak issues, problems. I don't think it's going to be that high scoring though. I'm gonna go Chiefs 21, Dallas 17.
now this stat number doesn't help my pick, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm pretty sure I got this right. I saw it earlier. The Chiefs got the 4th offense, I think, based on points, and like the 9th best defense. Dallas has got like the 2nd offense, but like the 30th defense. So that alone should kind of tell you what it is. But I got Dallas in an upset.
What?
It's better for the show. I could put them on flying high 3 weeks in a row, and by the time the Chiefs lose, it's good. It's a little good for me.
Can you imagine? Oh Lord, can you imagine how the world's gonna be if Dallas beats Kansas City?
And kind of not necessarily takes them out of the playoffs, but makes it very, very difficult if they do.
Man.
I got it close though. I got a good game, exciting game, but I got 31-28. I think Dak's going to be able to score on them, and I think the defense will do just enough. Because even though they won to beat the Colts on that, they still haven't looked like the Chiefs, and he still hasn't looked like Mahomes yet. And
at first, I thought Chiefs were gonna blow them out, but Dallas defense is improved a little bit with the recent trade. So, but Chiefs still win. All right, your Bills take a trip. They go to Pittsburgh, right?
No, it's in Buffalo.
Oh, it's in Buffalo. Okay.
No, hold on.
I thought it was at Pittsburgh.
No, it is in Pittsburgh. It's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, your Bills go to the Steel City, man. This is gonna
fine.
be
It'll be obviously a bunch, Steelers, but Buffalo is one of the few teams that travel pretty well. I mean, there will be Bills fans there. I might not be able to tell too much, but I'm gonna more probably just willing. I got the Bills 31-21. I think that the offense turns it on this game. The Steelers defense is good, but it's kind of hot and cold. I mean, they give up 28 points to the Bears. So, and I think, especially if it's Rudolph, I know it didn't really help with Davis Mills, but that was more the defense beating the crap out of Josh Allen than it was Davis Mills doing a whole lot. But it's whether it's Rudolph or Rodgers. I think this is a game where they make a statement, turn it on a little bit, and then go on a little run here before they get to the Patriots. So I got the Bills 21-31. 31.
What I've learned watching Pittsburgh over these last years since Tomlin been there, when you think they're going to lose, that's when they win. When you think they are down and out, when you're ready to count the Steelers out, somehow, some way, Mike Tomlin gets them boys fired up, and they come out with a victory that they should not come out with. And I'm sorry to tell you, Brian. Sorry to tell you, buddy. I think Pittsburgh gonna win this. It's gonna be one of them ugly ass Pittsburgh scores. 16-13, 19-16. I would have said 13-10, but y'all gonna score more than 10. Not much more though. So it's gonna be in the teens. Whoever scores 20 first wins. And they're not gonna get that until the fourth quarter. And I think Pittsburgh and Tomlin, like he always do, find a way. They're gonna dig down, whether it's Mason Rudolph or 108-year-old Aaron Rodgers. They're gonna find a way to beat the Bills And your team is going to be in some serious shit, man.
Yeah, if that happens, they'll be in a lot of trouble. But Bills seem to be, and they've been a little hot and cold this year. But every year when it's time to, they seem to do it. So this is the game where it's got to happen, and to me, it's a winnable game. You're right; it could be very ugly, and it could be a knockout drag-out. But they both need it. But I'm hoping Josh is the man. Josh found that cape from Tampa Bay game, puts that cape on.
Bears versus Eagles. Eagles coming off an embarrassing loss. The Bears have won. Damn, how many Bears won straight now?
It's been a few. They're in the best position they've been in years.
The Bears come back down to earth this game. You know, I'm looking at this game like the Bears are who we were last year.
The Bears are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
And then and Philly is that wake up call. Philly is that damn wake up call. And I think the Bears going in get the ass whooped. I think Caleb will gets those 2 or 3 interceptions. You know, I hope his mother's not in the stand. I don't want to go see him go crying up until his mother. So, but they're gonna get their ass whooped.
Come on, man. You quarterback.
How the Eagles lost.
Yeah.
So, I got it. 35, 38, something like that to 14. It's not going to be pretty.
Come on, man. You talk about quarterback with his mother, and your quarterback be doing soup commercials with his mother. What are you talking about? You ain't seen that commercial?
Yeah, I seen it.
I think the Eagles are going to win, but I actually got it a little closer. I think the Eagles are going to have another kind of meltdown again where it makes it close, but they still pull it off. So I got 27-24 Eagles.
27-24 Eagles.
Yeah.
Now, let's stick with the Bears because I think they are some deep, deep doo-doo. All right. They're playing at the Eagles. I think that's a loss. The following week, they go at Green Bay. I think that's a loss. They come home against the Browns. That's not going to be easy, especially with that defense.
Yeah, the Browns always play tough with the defense. So
yeah. So then they go play Green Bay again, and then they finish up at San Francisco.
Yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's the next 5?
They could lose all 5, or they could.
They can lose all 5. I think they definitely losing 4.
I'd probably say a split with the Packers, and then probably the Browns, but then lose with 2 and 3. So I'd put them. So there's still one more though, because they're 8-3. So, but 10 and 7. So 10 and 7 probably don't get you there. They close the line. Yeah. Okay. So 10 and 7 probably don't get you there. So
I think this is where they fall off, and if they can pull it together, hey, Ben Johnson, hey, bro, I owe you a huge apology. But at Philly, at Green Bay, home against a tough Browns defense, home against the Packers, and then at the 49ers. That's a hard road.
The Eagles game would be. Yeah. So that would make them 10 and 7. If they split with the Packers, like I think, and then they beat the Browns, that'll make them 10 and 7. I don't think that wins a division. And I don't think that gets a wild card either, especially if you're splitting with the Packers and losing to the Lions. So, but with the schedule, they control their own destiny. So we'll really get to see what it is.
Yeah.
You got 3 more division games when you lead the division. So,
all right, Fly Guy. Thanksgiving is coming, and football is always a part of Thanksgiving. When did you really start liking? Well, I assume you do.
Yeah.
Loving football on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, football has always been on, even when I was young and didn't understand it. But it got more exciting for me, actually not that long ago, when the Bills played the Cowboys in Josh's second year, because that was the first time the Bills were on for Thanksgiving that I can remember. And it was a game where the Bills had a good record, but nobody was sold on them yet. And the Cowboys' record wasn't great, but they were going to start going on this run. And the Bills beat them soundly in Dallas. And that was kind of the statement, no, Buffalo's pretty good, and Josh Allen might be come the guy soon. So that's where I get like I watch all the games now and get excited for it, just because I finally get to see my team do it. But yeah, I think pretty much any American football is part of Thanksgiving. It goes together. People make their turkey and eat right around football time where they can time it out right.
It's
So
always, I think it's everybody eats like right around halftime of the Dallas game,
yeah,
or right around before the Dallas game, because Dallas always starts at 4. You know,
yeah.
with me, it started way early. I remember being real little, and Dallas and Washington played. It's a
Yeah, they were
famous
featured
game.
a lot back in the day.
It's called the Clint Longley game. We knocked Roger Staubach out. I remember because I was over my godparents' house. We knocked Roger Staubach out, and this guy named Clint Longley, nobody ever knew. Darren Talbot, famous defensive lineman for the Redskins, said, if we can knock Staubach out, we can win the game. Well, they knocked him out. And unknown Clint Longley comes in, hits Drew Pearson on this crazy ass pass. If you YouTube it, I mean, that was my first memory of Thanksgiving. I also remember being little watching your team. I think it was an O.J. Simpson game, if I'm not
I wasn't
mistaken.
around for that.
Thanksgiving. Yeah. But then it really started getting to me when I was 10 years old. We would get up, all my friends, we'd go out before the first game. We play like football, you play touch football or throw up tackle, something like that. And then you go in and you watch Detroit, and everybody's like, why are they always showing Detroit? Detroit, sorry as shit. But it was always that. The
Yeah,
1978 game, I remember very good because the Redskins started off 6-0, and I think we played Dallas. I think both teams were 8-3, 8-4, and they hyped this game up all week, and Dallas beat the shit out the Redskins. It was 37-10, I think. I got a good memory if I remember that.
Yeah, man, it's good stuff. I mean, the holidays are coming. Football is here.
But then it took all the way up to 2012 for me to get a good memory, a good experience on Thanksgiving when somebody named RG3 was our quarterback, and he went into Texas Stadium and lit the Cowboys up.
I remember that. Yeah, I definitely remember that.
Lit their ass up, and the Dallas fans was even chatting RG3, RG3. But yeah, that's the only bright moment for my team. I think we beat the Giants a couple years ago on Thanksgiving, but it's nothing like beating the Dallas.
Yeah.
I can't believe all these years and all the times we played Detroit that we haven't played them on Thanksgiving, man.
Yeah, I mean, timing wise, I guess.
Tell me how you feel about this. Some people have complained over the years why it's always Dallas and Detroit. Put some other teams on there. The one thing that I hate about sports is right now what's going on in sports is it's like we want to get rid of tradition, man. It's like even though I hate Dallas, and Detroit for the longest time weren't good on Thanksgiving, that's still tradition. You're going to see Detroit.
Yeah, it's a cool tradition.
Dallas. Back then.
And then you get the game at the end. So
yeah.
And now we're getting Friday games. So
you got to see Billy Sims, and then it was Barry Sanders. Yeah, Detroit was horrible, but you got to watch Barry Sanders do his thing. And then of course you tune in just to watch Dallas lose,
Which is good for you.
I don't want to get rid of that, man. Keep the traditions. I hate all these different uniforms and all it. I'm old school, bro. I mean, although I will say, Midnight Rider, you're gonna like me for this. Carolina, I love your alternate helmet. I like that black. Y'all should go with that permanent. I normally don't like alternate helmets, but I like that black with the black panther in the back. Yeah, I like that. So
all right, man. Take us home.
Well, it's time to go, and from everybody from Unapologetic Sports and the Sideline Jockeys podcast, we hope and wish y'all a very happy Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
But we leave you like we always leave you. In the mortal words of Ric Flair, whether you like it or don't like it, damn it, you better learn to love it. Best thing going. We see y'all next week.